Hey, this is Susan from SmokerGrillGirl.com, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over how to install the Wi-Fi control board on your grill. So what I did was I picked up the Smoke It new IT Wi-Fi controller. So we're going to take this controller out and we're going to replace it with the brand new Smoke It Wi-Fi controller. And we did not take the pellets out of the grill, but we did prop the grill up on some boards to make it easier to get to the control panel. So we're going to be walking you through on how to install it step by step, so bear with us because we will probably run into some glitches. So let's get started. So to remove the existing controller, we're going to need the flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, some wire cutting plies, wire ties, and we're going to make it easy on ourselves and use this electric screwdriver. Alright, so this is the control panel. You're going to have to get underneath the hopper, and these are the 8 screws that you're going to want to loosen up. Now, if you've never loosened them before, they are going to be a little tight, so you're going to want to go ahead and push up to loosen without stripping the screw. Now, before removing the last screw, you want to make sure you hold the plate in place, otherwise it will fall off your face. Also, you might want to make a note or take a picture with your cell phone on which way it came off so you can put it back on without any issues. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and clip the zip ties with the wire cutter pliers. Be careful not to cut the wires. But you want to disconnect the 4 white connectors and the 1 black connector. Then you want to just let the disconnected wires just hang loose once you've disconnected them. Next, you want to prepare to unclip and remove the existing controller. So, as you can see, it has 6 press clips, 3 along the top and 3 along the bottom. So they might be kind of hard to see right here because it's kind of dark, but where the finger is, you can see that it's a press clip. So what you want to do is you want to reach your hand into the hopper from the bottom and then press the 3 clips along the bottom. So this is where you use the flathead. So while you're pressing, you want to make sure that you can slide the screwdriver in front or behind the actual control board on the old one. So once you have the bottom 3 press clips on the bottom loosened, then what you want to do is you want to reach behind the hopper and press the top to loosen up the top part of the old control board. Once you've released the connectors on the top, the controller should just pull straight out. So as you can see, the dust from the pellets is all over the top of the thing. And also, those are the press clips that we were talking about to press, to release the old control board. Okay? Just make sure you're gentle on pulling the wires out and make sure they don't catch on anything. So to make it easier to reconnect the digital Wi-Fi, the Smoke It IT, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and pull the connectors out to the front so that they can connect easily to the new one. The only one that you won't be able to reconnect from the front will be the red one because it's not long enough to reach the front. So for future reference, if you're troubleshooting, we're going to go over the colors of the wires so that you're familiar with them. So for the black and white cord, it is to the power cord. And then the igniter is the white and white cord. And then the auger motor is the red/red cord to the front. That's that little red and red cord right there. And then the combustion fan is the yellow cord. And then the grill probe is the black cord. Okay? Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and install the new Smoke It IT. And we're just going to follow the instructions on the guide that I'll have linked into my website. So for the power cord, we're going to reconnect it to the black and white controller wire. When connecting them, just make sure that they're tightly connected. And try not to pull on the wires. Alright, so the next cord we're going to connect is the igniter cord, which is the white and white on the hopper wire, and then the purple and white on the control wire. See how they enter each other because they're keyed and show you which way to insert them. Combustion fan cord, which is yellow on the hopper wire, and then yellow white on the controller. And then the next one is the grill probe, which is the black wire on the hopper wire, and then the white on the controller wire. Okay, so now we're just going to stick it in the slot, pushing all the wires to the back and making sure they go in there. So connect the auger wire, which is the red one, and then the red white on the control. So once all the wires are in place, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and secure them with wire clips. Once the wires are all secured and connected, we're going to go ahead and pop the wire cutters, or I'm sorry, the control board back in securely, ensuring that the connectors are nice and secure. So next we want to do is carefully tipping the top edge forward, insert the controller bottom edge into the hopper opening. Once the bottom 3 clips are all in position, you want to tip the top edge of the controller into the hopper to lock the 3 clips on the top. And the controller should sit firmly in position. You shouldn't see any wires through the front of the hopper. They should all be nice and secure on the inside. So the next step is you want to go ahead and gather up the wires and get them all nice and neat and get them out of the way of the fans, and then use a wire tie to secure them nicely so that they don't get caught in the fan when the pellet grills run. once you get the wire ties on there, what you want to do is use the wire cutters and clip off any of the excess so it's not hanging. And we put a total of 4 wire ties, and you can use 2 or 3 as long as it's just out of the way of the fans is what you want. And you don't want them getting caught in that fan right there or that fan right there. So before we put the bottom back on, what we're going to do is we plugged it back in, we plugged it in, and we're going to test it out to make sure everything's connected properly. So we're going to cut it on. And then we want to make sure that everything is connected properly. So, as you can see, the auger is feeding pellets into the fire pot, so that's working fine. We're going to test the probes out. As you can see right now, without the probes, it shows that it's no probe. So we're going to go ahead and plug in a probe on each one. And now you can see they have a reading on them. So everything seems to be working fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and reconnect the access panel on the bottom. So now that we've tested it and everything was working perfectly, what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect it from the power, and then we're going to go ahead and get back underneath and reconnect the cover. Alright, that concludes the installation of the PitBoss's new Wi-Fi Smoke It IT controller. If you have any more questions or need more step-by-step guides, be sure to stop by my website at smokergrillgirl.com, where I have a complete step-by-step tutorial, a link to the download manual for PitBoss, and as well as a link to where you can purchase the new Wi-Fi controller. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.